Hello everyone, today I'm gonna have a game review for my Patreon. IGS 2 dan vs IGS 2 dan. So if your level is around that level, I think this review will be very useful for you guys. Okay, let's begin from now. Okay, black has used star and 3 and 4, and black just approached here. White Tenuki, nowadays this is used a lot, and even white can even approach the knight move as well. It doesn't mean white must play here. White can of course answer here as well. Since AI, we don't really think this double approach is good for black. It's just one of the option. White can just use the Joseki after Tenuki. So it's cool. Yeah, I can feel that the information is very great. I think this is a bit the first move that is a bit trouble. It seems like a vital point. Now I can tell you guys about the vital point, how to find out the vital point. Black has some few options here that black can even have a 2-space jump. Actually having 2-space jump is more common, and if white just plays here, and this is a common shape of how white can settle here. But the point is, if black plays a knight move, then white couldn't steal the base of this group, and then this black is also settled. That's why white has to pip this and then repincer and then black push up, and then white can play here. This is a common Joseki that we are using, and something like this. This pincer made black to jump at the center, and the white can destroy the lower side. And now those groups are not weak. Yeah, so this fighting is quite difficult. So this time is 1-space jump, right? That means now if of course I understand about there is a cutting point, so white may want to cover by, the white may want to protect this cutting point by sente efficiently. But although there is a cutting point, if white just give this position, black's tiger's mouth is very strong now. So if you can do that, then peep, this is the best move if black just answers. And then this cutting point, the main point is we need to catch up the timing. If white just plays here, still cutting point will be challengeable. White can just fight here. That is why if black just push up, then white can just block. Something like that. Of course, black may not answer. If black just pushes here, and then white can just jump. Now, this cutting point will be still, it cannot give damage to white. Especially this Joseki is quite difficult. A long time ago, we were thinking that this Joseki is good for black anytime black is using. The reason why we never use it before AI, if black plays this Kusumi, we were thinking that white is responsible to connect somewhere, and then black can just protect this cutting point. Then somehow white is not that efficient. Although white double pincer, then black will be better. But there is a method, White can even jump here, and then this cutting point will be no use. White can just save this group separately, and after this, if black just protect this group, then white can repincer here. And basically white doesn't invest one more move to connect those groups. That is why we are using this one. It was quite difficult to concept before AI. Yeah, that's why it was not same as actual game, but just I'm giving you the information. Actual game, this attachment to Tetsuji was not really suitable, but you don't have to care that much. I explained it detailedly, but actually even you use this kind of move, it doesn't mean white is behind a lot. Actually, it's very difficult. Yeah. I think this move is a little bit trouble. Yeah. Right now, going out, this is impossible because black can just block here. It will be super clean. Even black can try to capture. So how white has to do that is just leave there. If white has nothing to do, then just save at the corner. You can see that there is a cutting point, right? But actual game is like, since white just Atari there, the white just left, let black defend by naturally. There is no more cutting point. Black doesn't need to care. That's why now suddenly black is better. Yeah, because of that. And this is not related with the ladder because it will be just the net. Alright, so in this kind of situation, is quite difficult because now we, our nature is we want to complete there. However, that is how what our brain is ordering for us. But after you check the variation, then you can know that there is nothing to do if I touch there first. So we need to just leave the aji. So in the actual game, yeah, it becomes super bad exchange. That's why black is leading, and it was okay. Normally black is now timing to black is ready to go to the other place. I can't find out some motivation to fight right now because white nearly have a base at the lower side. So I think basically white fought well. Yeah, here I think the moving should be cutting and then blocking and then just sacrifice this and then just jump, and the white is holding up the base. There is always this aji, but the point is white can save there anytime. At least white just extend here, but if white just jumps out here, I feel like this fighting is not possible to be bad for white. Somehow black just left to the weak group. He just made weak group by himself. That is why. Yeah. Now there is no motivation to find out. I mean the reason of fighting here. So still difficult. It was an extra game. Tiger's mouth. Yeah. So still, black is very good. Black is my Patreon is very good. Yeah. At this moment, this attachment is also good. I feel like very high quality game. And at this moment, yeah, it was a little bit trouble because now since white plays here, there is an aji of the moving out, so that's why black should spend one more move, and then now white catch the sente. So instead of here, yeah, we can figure out that is the vital point. If white just answers here, then there is nothing to. I mean, the black doesn't have to spend any move there. So now black stepping was much faster than actual game. So it was the first mistake, yeah, from my Patreon. Other than this move was perfect. That's why game become much harder, and then now I think the game quality is very very high. It's really different than before. Yeah, actual game, the punishment, and it was great, but little bit not perfect. I think if black just attached this side, it was much harder. Because now if white hane here, instead of heading, we can even have a double hane. It was much more powerful. Yeah, no matter how, capturing position will be really different. Black will nearly have two eyes, and even territory condition is better. So if black just attach here, then it was perfect. Normally, in order to beat this kind of vital point, white really have to think about it, this attachment before white to put this move, because now this jumping can't make this cutting point powerful, because black can hane and then just peep here and then block here. Black can take the base at the right hand side. That's why white should play this kind of move very carefully. Whether white is ready when black is fighting, yeah, if there is like more stones exchanged or something like this, of course white can do that because black's middle limit will be just like this. Yeah, it depends on situation. So if white doesn't work, how white has to do that? White just need to handle slowly. Yeah, that's why I really think that in the actual game the combination was very great too, but the attachment direction was a little bit not perfect. That's why white can sacrifice, and then now the point is black has no two eyes yet. That is why I think now become white is better. The game, I mean the lower side, since black cut here, the result was like, black just made a heavy group. That is why white was better. So yeah, white could get back the present, just like black should keep care about this group. So black is spending one move at the center, so white can go to the biggest one more time. That is white present. I mean the benefit of the this result for white. And the black just invade here. Now game is still very difficult. I think for this shape, then we have to have an understanding of this shape. If that was very interesting. Usually white plays a common move is here, but nowadays since AI was nearly disappeared, the reason why still black can make many aji by Sente. So white territory is not that big. And then even white try to capture this group here. There are many aji. Yeah, that's why like that aji is making very annoying. That is why nowadays many times AI recommend white to play the knight move after this. But now double that large knight move was very interesting as well. Black just invade here. Do you guys know the life and death about there? Yeah, actual game is here. That's why it become okay for black. Originally, if white just captured this one, then now black can't make anything. You can see that the life and death doesn't work. Black can't save inside of the corner. That is why I think the normally black should accept the call. You know, this is call. White can't capture, black is alive. White can only play here at this moment, black doesn't connect. Call, and then I think black can challenge this one. It was much harder, and the white should connect this carefully because black is not going to connect. Black can even try to do more thing. Yeah, so that was very difficult. Maybe in case like this, then we can try to have a double-sided code, then it was super hard game. But luckily, white just answered there in the actual game with tiger's mouth, and then black just saved there. So it was a very hard game. Now it's very close. I think jumping normally how to move from this kind of hane. Remember when you are moving from the triangle stone, then always we are considering those two moves. One is hane, one is jumping. Though that is the dictionary form how we are moving from the triangle stone. Just like this. One, and leave the tiger's mouth. And then it depends on situation. Normally if you want to make the light group, then we are playing the knight move or something like this. It depends on situation. This stone can be light if you can still connect the old group together. Sometimes it can be okay, and many times it's gonna be very heavy because black is losing the eye shape. Another option is of course hane. If hane is working, then of course it's much better. Tiger's mouth, and sometimes you can just jump. Of course you may afraid of the this cutting. At that time, then you have to check whether sacrificing will be good for you, and then or like this kind of trading. Yeah, if that trading is not attractive, then black doesn't have to do that. Yeah, it depends on situation. So two space jump is not really common. Yeah, normally they are having fighting, so we are not playing two space jump normally. But still, I think it was okay. This attachment, I'm not sure. Feels like black can just keep getting in inside and then reduce here because there is no cutting point, right? When you keep trying to invade it into his territory, then you can earn some eye shape naturally. He has no time to try to kill something like that, because when you are just when you just attach here, or when you just jump here, you are going to get some eye shape naturally. That's the the reason why we don't have to spend one more move here. If you can see that here is a kind of neutral point area. If white just ignore, yeah, actually it doesn't have to go out. White can just jump here. Then there is relative territory, but capturing this is not really. Yeah, that's why I always, even though you are taking care of your weak groups, then you have to go to the useful place. Yeah. So actual game, white just answered to become black, catch up the timing to reduce as well. It was literally over. Normally we just do that. We just do it. And then I don't think you are afraid of this move because black is going to get the eye shape naturally. Maybe I think black may feel this is annoying, but this is super risky for white. The reason why, at the first, if white really want to capture this group, white can't just use the soft move. This is gonna be even sent that there will be push aji, you know, like this, like this, like this, and here. That kind of aji. If white wants to delete that kind of aji, the white has to atari and then go back there. The point is there is so wide, very wide, and the black can even try to go out here. And aji will be very not easy, not good. Black can try to get in the core as well. You know, white can't accept the core like this. White must win this core because just now I show you the reason. There will be like this kind of aji. It's free, so black can use it anytime. And the point is black will try to jump out first. So white has to break the I shape and the white has to stop from the center. So it will be very difficult for white. So normally double hane is used when black is perfectly fine. And then I am very confident to handle this group separately. That time we are using double hane. Yeah, it was a bit hard. I think maybe I guess white has to just connect first, and although black has a chance to save, actually there is this move I couldn't see them, so white has to exchange Watari. There is still I don't know which attacking is the best, but the feels like flow should be connect first and then attack those two groups. Actual game was like difficult, yeah, difficult, but I think if black just cut here is much more harder for white, because now this cutting will be super risky if white couldn't kill this group. Yeah, alright, because black get everything at the upper side, and then if white plays here and this Atari is always at the end, the black can even push here, it will be very difficult. Yeah, so I can feel that now is most important situation and then they may share the mistake together. Okay, finally black is alive and then black should take care of this group separately. Now remember please, most of the time black should just capture and then let white just extend here, and then black can try to make the I shape. Then now it's difficult. The reason why this kind of Atari is not going to give damage to black, because it's kind of the picnical. But many people love to play the extending because they are afraid of a ko, but that ko is light ko for black, so white if white is giving this ko, actually it's good for black. So we never extend in this kind of area. You can think like black captures there and the white extend here. Black is playing here. It wasn't right timing. Black should try to keep go out to the center, and then black has to return because now you know black is alive, something like that. Black should try to make the earn the I shape from here instead of spending one more move here. That was exactly actual game because of extending. So now surviving at the upper side is very tired suddenly. So one simple mistake is making game very tired. Yeah. So I can feel that finally black couldn't find out the solution of the saving group, the saving method at the upper side. That is because of the only one mistake, the extending here instead of capturing. So finally white getting the call, but that call was very tough. It's not easy. No matter how white is trading, it was still not that easy. This is not the local best answer. Actually white can just extend here and try to capture. Maybe he thought that this is clear, although he is giving up 2 stones and he doesn't care. White can still take care of this group separately. That is why he just had the double hane and extract your game. Yeah, black should make something. That's making black much more tired this game. Yeah, finally white capture here, so it wasn't cool. Yeah, here the performance was interesting. Yeah, now white is leading a lot. The point is because of the upper side and then the lower corner when the black is having the picnical, but it's not exactly picnical because white also, the black has some damage of the territory. That is, the 2 stones are only that black get, but I think the territory balance is not enough now. White can even sacrifice and the white can even try to save everything there. And somehow I think it's not the overplay, but in the actual game white just give up this group. So in the actual game white was winning a lot. Yeah, I think endgame is not that important for this game. I couldn't find out that much problem in the endgame. Yeah, the end of the game, yeah, we always have to pay attention in the endgame, and that we are sharing the right, like now the checking the size of the valuation of the size of the end game is also important, but basically there shouldn't have accident in the end game. Yeah, when black plays here, white could just connect and is just done. And because now if black just cut here, white can just answer there. But I think it was making white very attractive to block here. So finally it was cool. It was picnical. Still that game was not that easy. Yeah, now if white is just at this moment white should capture this one. Black also, instead of black has no option. in the actual game, instead of capturing 4 stones, the white black should win this core first and then capture back. Then that was still difficult for black. In the actual game, black just capture here, then white could ignore. But I think maybe white was thinking that still I'm winning a lot. But you know, the black suddenly get this much territory. So in the actual game, there was end game. But finally, black win the final call. So black won half point. Yeah, it was very great. Yeah. So I feel like the game quality was improved much more. The game quality was much better. I can only find out. Actually, I today I didn't try to focus for the only for black for my Patreon. I just tried to talk to you guys all the mistake for each other. Yeah, in the beginning, black's fighting was quite perfect. I think instead that cutting, if black fight out properly, then it was still okay. But normally black is supposed to 10 okay because white nearly have a base. Yeah. So in that fighting, finally white gets something, Sente, and then black was a bit heavy. Black's moving method was heavy. That's why white was winning the game. But later, black catch up the chance again in this corner. It was related with life and death, right? Yeah. And yeah, the end of the game, it was difficult. But the upper side game was one of the highlights of this game too. But one heavy stepping is making, white was leading the game, but black catch up the final chance where. So finally, black won this game. Yeah, I remember. Black won half point. It's very cool. Yeah. So when we take care of the weak group, always we have to care about whether the movement that I'm using is making my group heavier or not. Heavy means no I shape. I need to keep go up to the center, and I'm losing the point because I need to take care of my heavy group. Yeah, like this kind of extending is also heavy group. Like couldn't make the I shape. Okay, so I really feel happy to see the better game quality every month. Yeah. Thank you so much everybody for watching for this game review. Then see you guys next time, and I appreciate your supporting. Thank you. I'm in my Patreon. Bye.